All right, guys, so I want to also talk to you about Bitmoji. If you haven't heard of Bitmoji, I love it. It's just so much fun and it's such a great application. It's really intuitive, really easy to use, really user-friendly, and it's just a lot of fun. You got to give it a go if you haven't tried this, and if you haven't heard of it, you should know that it's huge. It already has like over 50 million users worldwide, and it grew over 3,000% between last year and the year before. So it's growing really, really quickly, and more people are starting to use Bitmoji. And when you start to use it, you'll find out really why so many people love it. And it's just because it allows you to create your own personal emoji, and it's kind of your own avatar. But the really cool thing about it is that every day they come up with new things, new expressions, and it's just using kind of your Bitmoji, your personal emoji, and it gives it that personal touch of you being actually the character and wearing different costumes, saying different things, different expressions. So we all know that emojis are really popular and we all love emojis. I use them all the time when I'm chatting with people. And one of the reasons why we love them is because they're expressive and we don't have to type, right? So humanity has this natural tendency to go with things that are, really simple, that I guess that imply less work. So when you type, you have to kind of like actually take longer actions than when you just put like a smiley face. Instead of saying, yeah, I really like that, sounds really good. You have to type all of those words and you have to think about all of those words. But if you just send an emoji and it's a smiley face, it says it all, right? So that's why emojis are so popular. And then the reason why Bitmoji is so popular is because it's kind of like an emoji, but an emoji of yourself. And I'll show you in a moment a couple of examples from the Bitmoji I created for myself. And I'll show you a video as well so we can learn a little bit more about Bitmoji. Let's start with the video first. All right, so there you have it. That's Bitmoji. And like I said, you'll just love it. You have to give it a go to just truly enjoy how much fun it is. And you can use it, the really cool thing is that you can use it when you're chatting with someone, whether you're using WhatsApp or whether you're using, Telegram, or whether you're just sending an SMS to someone, you can attach your Bitmoji or just send your Bitmoji in that message. And you can even send it by email. It allows you to share it pretty much anywhere. And I love it. I've had so much fun with it lately, and I have had so many laughs because they bring out new characters all the time. So they have, a couple of, and they use movies, they use characters from movies. So they have even the one from, there's one I really like about the Game of Thrones. So if you're into Game of Thrones, they've created like your own character just dressed up with, like Jon Snow and stuff like that, and Superman, Batman, and anything you can think of, like what you're seeing here on screen. Just somebody saying cheers, yes, laugh out loud. So instead of you typing it, you can just use your Bitmoji. It'll save you a lot of time and you'll have a lot of fun, and people will just really have a laugh with that, or they'll just enjoy it. Just give it a go. So you can download your Bitmoji application in your mobile device. If you go to the App Store or to the Google Play Store, you'll be able to download it. And then once you set it up, it'll just guide you through the process of actually creating your personal emoji. And don't worry about it. It's really simple, really easy to use. And once you go through the process, after setting it up, you won't have to do it again. You do it once, and then it'll just automatically create all of those fun characters for you with different expressions, different costumes, different moods. And I'll show you an example right now from mine, the one I created for myself and the one I'm using all the time. Give me a sec. All right, so I'm bringing it from my other screen so you can see it, and let me expand that so it goes bigger. And this is me. This is just basically my Bitmoji. And as you're seeing there, it's just a couple of expressions I chose. There's like literally like so many. You never get bored with it. You never get tired because they're bringing in new ones every time, all the time. And they're just a lot of fun. So you got, you have this one like, I got this, or new phone, who this, or hello, you there. And there's a lot of expressions like that out there. Very common expressions that you would use in conversations when you're chatting with someone. And there's a lot of them that also don't have any text, which are just fun expressions like the ones that are here. So the other day somebody sent me a message, or are you okay with this? And instead of saying, yeah, I think that's a good idea, or that's fine, I just sent in this little guy over here, this Bitmoji here, and they got the message. So it just saves me a lot of time because you don't have to actually type, and at the same time it's just a lot of fun. It's really cool. So give it Bitmoji a go. Like I said, it's just growing exponentially. They now have over 50 million users across all over the world, and it's really curious. But a couple of days ago I had this friend of mine who I had never talked about, we'd never talked about Bitmoji, and she just sent me a Bitmoji with a glass of wine, and it was kind of like a toast, and I thought it was hilarious. It looked just like her, so I loved it. And she, I talked to her, and she told me she's using this all the time as well. So give Bitmoji a go. You can go to their website, like I showed you a moment ago, bitmoji.com, and you can find more information. And of course, you can also go to YouTube and find more videos about Bitmoji. And you can also find the application directly in the App Store and the Google Play. Download it, create your Bitmoji, and start having fun. Cheers, guys.